Now he's down here.
Well, he's talking about it. He was talking about on the podcast yesterday that he loves training because it gives him a chance to express this side that has been demonized in our culture.
Yeah.
You
His
know,
voice sounds different even.
Yeah, he's becoming a man.
Well, fucking bro, men are raised by women in our schools and stuff. And because of this, probably in the past 30 years, masculinity was always considered, was they were taught it's a liability. Your aggression, your competitiveness, all that stuff. Sorry?
Corporate environments, which have really like put the brakes on masculine behavior. And we talked about that yesterday too, that like that's actually in some ways a good thing because it gives women this opportunity to excel as well. Yeah. They shouldn't have to like become a man in order to get, they shouldn't have that sexist perspective imposed upon them. And so, but it's like everything else. It's like an overcorrection.
Yeah.
Like you have things go completely this way and then they come back. Like woke. Like the woke ideology. It went so far right or so far left. Now it's kind of swinging back.
Well, the woke ideology had a major problem, which was it was reductive, right? It would reduce a complicated world to a binary world, which is ironic, by the way. But it would say, I can solve all this. There are oppressors and oppressed. There's power and powerless, black and white. And
also, there's no forgiveness.
It was zero forgiveness.
Zero forgiveness.
Don't apologize. They'll really crucify you.
And you can't. There's no retribution. There's no way to come back.
But my 13-year-old son, you can see these kids now at 13. Don't start talking to him about this shit because these kids are like. They figured it out at 13. I'm telling you. My son was like, I don't like this shit. Yeah. I want to do jiu-jitsu and wrestle all the time. Fuck off.
Also, podcasts.
Correct.
Yeah. Correct. They get to hear actual men who've made it through the maze and aren't a bitch.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, wait a minute. That guy seems really nice and having fun.
Competent.
And he's an actual man.
Yeah.
Like there's real men out there.
He does shit that's fun, too.
Yeah,
he's good at stuff. Good at stuff.
Has a good time.
Yeah.
That's the point. Stop crying all the time. Why are we fucking...
Oversharing?
Yeah, why are we promoting and propping up people who fucking cry all the time? Listen, I cry. I cry if I'm happy. I cry if I'm sad. Yeah. I cry when I think about my dogs that have died.
I have a whole joke about that. It's like, there are a couple of things. My whole joke is this. I can't call my friends. I had this joke. I was like, if I call my friends and I'm like, I'm sad, my friend's going to go, you got the wrong number, pussy. And it's like, Joe Rogan, that's a mean way to talk to me, But it's true. I remember one time I called you. This is fucking great. I called you, and I remember my audition went bad, and it was like the third. I would get right there. I was about to. And back then, remember, if you got a TV show, your money problems were gone for a while.
Oh yeah.
All I thought about was I get to drink great wine and buy a fucking house and take a minute, right?
You're thinking of a nice
remember
car.
That? And I fucking called you, and I go like this. I go, fuck, dude, I don't know. I was good, and he goes, you can't be good. You got to be great. I go, I know. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't. I can't figure it out. And I was bummed, right? And I was basically saying I'm sad, and you fucking go, yeah, and he goes, what do you want to do tonight? I go, I don't know, I'm just a little down. He goes, hey, you'll be all right. Let's just fucking go out and eat and do something. You'll figure it out. Fucking relax. Don't get all like mopey about this shit. I was like, okay, and that was it.
A lot of people get mopey, man.
Yeah,
I had a lot of friends that got super mopey when they didn't get things. Mm-hmm. So think about the audition process, and I've always talked about this. That this is a part of the whole problem with the entire psychology of Los Angeles, because a giant percentage of people at least had somewhere in the back of their head some sort of an aspiration to try to get famous.
Yeah.
So you move there, you have already an exorbitant need for attention because there's some hole in your past that you're trying to fill up with. I want to be a star.
Yes.
And I want to be so. And then you're going somewhere. So you have this need for acceptance, and then you're going somewhere where people judge you. And most of the time judge you poorly.
Yeah.
Most of the time they don't like you. Mm-hmm. So most things you audition for you don't get. And if you get one, oh my God, now I'm in. And so now these manipulative people that are in charge of casting you, they can essentially mold your personality based on what they want. If they want a left-wing personality, if they want you to be pro-Kamala and we need a black woman president, they want you to say all the, I took my 8th booster this morning. Like, I believe in